So the question is, are the banks actually lending money at the moment? And of course there has been a lot in the press, and I think this will continue to be a hot topic with people like the CBI and the Forum for Small Businesses and so on. There has been a lot of talk about the banks just not lending money, and it's not quite true. Banks' business is lending money, and we have to remember that. So what's happened is, because of the credit crunch, and I think particularly after September 2008 when Lehman Brothers failed, and that was the major investment bank in the States, one of the top 4 banks in the US, was basically allowed to fail, probably as a lesson to other banks. That really launched the whole global banking business into a big crisis. And really made them pull out their socks. So what's happened is the banks have raised the bar in terms of how easy it is to get lending. It used to be perhaps far too easy. Almost anyone, both consumers and businesses, could get credit. All these consumers with far too many credit cards and so on. The world is now different. I think what we're seeing now is the banks have gone back to more normal banking. And their risk aversion has increased. So really you have to be a good business to get bank lending, but the lending is still available there. So let's ask ourselves, what is a good business? Essentially, a business needs to be creditworthy. So basically you have to have the facility to be able to repay your loans or overdrafts and the interest as well, and still have enough cash left over for the other stuff. You really have to produce reliable financial accounts on a monthly basis and probably good financial forecasts. You have to be a sound business in terms of having good management, be consistent and so on, and communicate with your bank manager. Looking forward, I think as businesses grow, as the recession in 2009 is left behind us, there is going to be a need for more lending. As sales increase, companies are going to need to buy more stocks and so on. So there will be a need for further funding for more working capital. And that's perhaps a good problem to have as we come out of recession, but it is going to provide more challenge for businesses.